Let's review some of your annotations. So let's pull up the First Read Guide and take a look. Notice who the story is about, what happens, where and when it happens, and why those involved react as they do. So let's go back to the text and see our first notice. The rocky metal cooled in the meadow winds. Its lid gave a bulging pop. From its clock interior stepped a man, a woman, and 3 children. The other passengers whispered away across the Martian meadow, leaving the man alone among his family. The man felt his hair flutter and the tissues of his body draw tight, as if he were standing at the center of a vacuum. His wife before him seemed almost to whirl away in smoke. The children, small seeds, might at any instant be sown to all the Martian climes. The children looked up at him as people look to the sun to tell what time of their life it is. His face was cold. "What's wrong?" asked his wife. "Let's get back on the rocket. Go back to Earth?" "Yes, listen." The wind blew as if to flake away their identities. At any moment, the Martian air might draw his soul from him as marrow comes from a white bone. He felt submerged in a chemical that could dissolve his intellect and burn away his past. They looked at Martian hills that time had worn with the crushing pressure of years. They saw the old cities lost in their meadows, lying like children's delicate bones among the blowing lakes of grass. "Chin up, Harry," said his wife. "It's too late. We've come over 60 million miles." The children with their yellow hair hollered at the deep dome of Martian sky. There was no answer but the racing hiss of wind through the stiff grass. He picked up the luggage in his cold hands. "Here we go," he said, a man standing on the edge of a sea, ready to wade in and be drowned. They walked into town. So I noticed that there's a family who recently landed on the planet Mars. And that's what I noticed so far as I begin to read. All right, it also says annotate by marking vocabulary and key passages you want to visit. And so I do want to revisit the first page of my reading. And I want to read more about, I heard something about some Martian towns or Martian settlements. So I want to read about the old Martian settlements. All right. Now, let's look. Connect ideas within the text to what you already know and what you have already read. Well, I did see that the text talked about seeds and that their seeds were about to blow away. And some of the other articles that we've read and just my prior learning, they probably want to use the seeds to maybe grow some vegetables or grow food on the new planet. So I'm going to put, they may use seeds to grow food on Mars. All right, and I know here for my comprehension check that I'm going to complete that in my separate document. All right, so for those who needed a fresh start or beginning start for your first read annotations, we just went through that portion together. You can now finish up reading and finish your notice, annotate, and connection portion of this lesson.